mahirap talaga labanan ng isang Johead kung hindi Land of Dawn. Gab, MPL Philippines Season 7 is under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusement Board. Pasok na tayo dito sa Land of Dawn. This is Game 1 of Aura PH versus Bren Esports. Best of 3 to, so kalma lang tayo. Ano kayang mangyayari dito sa ating first game?
As expected, medyo control around the mid lane. Focus on the objectives. Yan naman ang galaw talaga ng Bren Esports. Trying to wait for Lito Wanderer, pero again, it's on the other side. So the buff are gonna be the ones we're gonna be looking for.
Yeah, and nakita naman natin dito ng gugulo dito si Popol and Koopa. Medyo na-delay naman yan, pero medyo lang. Forces to flicker out from Lusty though. That was a little bit too aggressive. Feeling ko na miscalculate niya just by an inch. And nakakatakot, inch lang yun, no?
Oo.
Pero na-abuse, kumbaga, na-capitalize yung mistake.
And again, Lusty is really good on the Popol and Koopa sa early game. Magandang pangontra din to sa Johead. Maguguluhan siya. Sino ba ibabato ko? Like ganyan, no? Guguluhin ka ng aso.
Yung aso ba o yung mismong tao? Sino ang mababato?
Si Koopa ba?
And usually magkakamali pa, pero tingnan natin dito sa bot lane. Flame shot tumama dito. Rimbo buhay pa rin naman. And that's gonna be the eject. 3v1. May takas ba? Wala na pala. That's first blood. Going to the Esmeralda. 1-0. Aura ang lamang.
Nagulat ako. Parang hindi masyadong na-communicate na, uy, Lusty, pumunta sa likod. Pumunta ako sa likod. There's the team. They didn't seem like they were ready to back up.
Flicker in! A little bit too aggressive. Buhay na buhay pa rin si Ribo. Left to final blow. Hindi tatama. Carl-TZ nag-aantay dito sa Sword and Ted. Papasok ulit dito. Mabubuhay pa dito si Ribo.
Whoa!
And that's the kill. Going to Carl-TZ. Masyadong agresibo. 1-1 ang score natin ngayon.
Nice micro mula kay Ribo. Again, the GOAT. Ambing. Joke lang. Ano yun? The GOAT. It is obvious naman. From years of experience, kayang-kaya niya tansyahin yun. The tower dive was very close but not close enough.
Yun nga yung mapipiling na kahit hindi naman masyadong young blood yun, yung mga don't reach young blood moments, yung mga tipo na 100 HP ka na lang, literal, isang atake na lang, pero that's the Imperial Justice Grid! Medyo delikado ka dito, that's the Shadow Slash, may stun dito na magagaling kay Pew, pero magdadash away, headshot! Munti ka na, pero mintis! Turtle will be started by Bren Esports, already half HP, JP nandito na, Electro Final Blow para bumilis ang pagkapatay ng Turtle, and that's the Turtle secured for Bren Esports. JP looks to be next, pero mukhang tigil na muna, Objective Gaming, Bren Esports dito.
Yan, objective din naman nakuha ng Aura, Benny Cutie, nakakapag-farm ng libre dun sa baba. Pero so far, ang control naman ng Turtle, malaking bagay yan. Lalo sa mga player tulad ni Carl-TZ, kailangan gamitin mo yung mobility, yung damage output niya sa early game. Ginagawa niya yun ngayon.
Pero nastanini dito si JP. Half HP na Joed, pero masyadong makulit, masyadong mabilis. Hindi tatama ang Imperial Justice, but Flicker is burnt though.
Again, medyo alanganin pag nag-miss yung Imperial Justice, especially at lower levels. Mas matagal yung cooldown, yung adjustment na ginawa kay Sylvana. And again, the damage output is not good. Hindi pa maganda yung spell bump niya sa simula. So kailangan medyo mas tumagal pa para mas maging tanky siya dito sa larong to.
Yeah, and syempre kung mapapatama mo ang Imperial Justice, it's one of the best crowd control in the game. 2v1 dito, pero papasok na with the Electro Final Blow. Boy, the boy pa rin dito sa Pew at mukhang babagsak na si JP. The Benedetta taking the Johead down. Pantay na naman ang kill score natin, pero hindi pa pala tapos. Green still underneath that turn, dealing a lot of damage. Kilowash though, going in for the 2v1. That's the Sandstorm away to safety, pero walang Quicksand Guard na bubuhay sa'yo. That's the Lapu-Lapu taking the kill. 3-2 ang ating score.
Yun na nga sinasabi ko. Sabi ko bago magsimula yung game, di ba? There's a possibility na pwede ka manggulat using your ultimate with the Lapu-Lapu. At yun na nga ang nakita natin nangyari doon. Mainit na mainit from Bren Esports.
Yan, Bren Esports, mukhang pinapakula nila lahat ng binibigay ng Aura ngayon. And Aura needs to respect it. I feel like Aura is getting zoned out inside the mid lane. They're gonna contest this purple buff. Pero mukhang mabibigay ang buhay dito ni Grid. Pero sakto, ano ang tawag doon? End one lang.
End one.
With 2 dashes from this Kagura.
And the moves are real. And Bren Esports, mukhang talagang ito na. Ito yung itsura ni Carl-TZ. Pag binigyan mo siya ng magandang lead, pag binigyan mo siya ng konting advantage sa early game, ito yung nangyari. You get the buffs, nakanakaw pa siya ng buffs, at nakakuha pa siya ng advantages.
At mukhang ang advantage na yun ay madadalay na 2v1 situation here for Rebo. That's the flicker burn. And mukhang magba-blood flow na lang siya pabalik. Saktong escape lang. And the turtle is already started by Bren Esports. Grabe yung pressure ni Rebo dun.
Another one. Again, that's all you gotta do. Kontrolado naman ni Rebo yung lane na niya. As an Alice, As long as you know the timing, nung blood flow, okay ka.
And grabe yung positioning niya doon. Meron nung at least Dusty already half HP pero hindi naman pala mamamatay. Binato ang aso sa ilalim ng tore. Goodbye muna sa aso pero he will be safe even after that good engage after from Aura.
Yep, and they are great. They're doing great so far. Bren Esports, nagmumukha silang yung pang M2 na form. They're back on M2 form. They want to fight even more.
Yeah, Shadow Slash, pasok dito with a Sword and 10, Electro Final Blow, walang matatamaan pero masastan dito si Kilowash. And Kilowash medyo nag-mid-test, nagkaroon nata ng miscom, nilalabanan ng 1v1 dito si Carl TZ, pero mukhang hindi na nila papasukin pa dahil na Quicksand Guard. Grabe ang healing nun dong. At hindi pa, nagkakatuluyan pa nga dito. JP, Smart Missiles, tumatama kay Carl pero mukhang hindi na siya papatulang pa. Joke lang, Carl, masyadong sinasayawan dito si JP. Ang daming nangyayari. Rockhard, Carl TZ, wala talaga tigil dito. Hindi pa rin tapos. Pagpahingahin nyo na ang mapa, mga tong.
Pagpahingahin nyo din si Omi. Hindi na ubos siya sa hininga. Again, relentless aggression ginagawa ng Bren Esports dito. Dive in by Cutie. Falling Star Moon, laban ulit.
Papasok na nga dito. Mukhang masyadong malalim si Benny Cutie pero okay lang. Nasa kabilang side si Alice. At tingnan mo naman dito sa likod. Green, buhay na buhay pa rin. Pero babagsak pala dito si Lapu-Lapu with a Claude. And Few will be escaping with just a few bars in his health.
Mas surprisingly, 2-for-1 pala yun para sa Aura PH. So Aura PH dumalaban pa rin ngayon. And the gold is not that far.
Kung kung titignan natin ang goal score, medyo hindi pa ganun kalaki para sabihin na lumalamang ang Bren Esports dito. But Carl TZ might be in trouble here. Hindi naman pala, saktong dash lang. Sobrang likot pa rin talaga
And
ng
again,
isang Benedetta.
Pagkakuha nila ng Torre, halos bumaba na ng 1,000 yung lamang. So Bren Esports talagang medyo they're holding on, they're controlling the buffs. Sapat kaya yun? Yun ang tanong.
Ayun nga. I feel like a little bit of control over the buffs. A little bit of control over the turtle. Bren Esports here. They know they have position. They want to start this. Pero nahuli dito si Kilowash. Medyo mali ang paso. Kilowash mukhang siya ang unang babagsak. Pero dalawa na agad. Tignan mo ang bawas na nanggagaling kay Flap. Pinagsabay pa with the TZ Brothers. That's a two-in-one combo. The triple kill for Carl TZ. Very cute. Isunod ka na, boy. And this just might be a mania for the Benedetta. Carl TZ back at it again, baby.
Oh yeah, gigil na gigil ang TZ Brothers. Kinukumpara kasi sa KK Brothers yung problema dito
Ako.
Diba? Sino daw ang mas malakas?
Eto nga, Carl TZ. Saktong maniac na ang 8-5 pero hindi anong nangyari dito, Ra?
Again, I think it is a big priority on vision. Walang vision masyado yung Aura. And pumasok sila sabay-sabay. It looked good. Pero nung nakuha ni Carl TZ yung turtle buff, the shielding was so important na nakapagtuloy-tuloy na dive siya one after another. And hindi nila makontrol yung Benedetta.
Yeah, hindi nila na-control yung Benedetta pero that instant replay is brought to you by Oppo A94. Experience gaming at full speed with Oppo A94. Get this now for only 30,999 pesos. May discount pang piso yan at babagsak ang turret dito sa mid lane.
Grabe naman. Talaga naman. And we are seeing that Bren Esports, sinisimulan na nilang kontrolin ang lahat ng mga lanes. Siga sa taas, lalaban kaya sila. I think gusto pa.
Ay nako, gustong-gusto nga nila. That's 2/3 already down and Bren Esports taking control of the mid-game. Nabanggit mo kanina kung importante ba yung mga objectives na nakuha nila early game. Ito na yung sagot, Rock. Sobrang ganda ng control nila sa objectives. Nakalamang na sila ng sobra sa mid-game.
May scale na Actually, 7-0-2 para kay Cartesi. Tignan mo yung gold graph niyan. Spike pataas after that last team fight. And I think from there, tataas pa yan. Ngayon, yung late game na hinahanap natin kay Lord Hades, 1-1-1 on the Claude, ito yung titignan natin kung mahabol pa niya. Kasi mahirap na.
Nako, tama ka dyan, Carl. Sobrang hirap ng humabol pagka ganitong Bren Esports ang katapat mo. For Aura PH, Benny Cutie and the gang, they need to make sure na makapag-scale up ang kanilang core, as you said. If
yun ang
hindi
win
mangyari
condition.
Yun,
Tama.
wala na silang win condition. That's the only win condition remaining.
Kasi hindi mo pwedeng iasa din sa isang Khalid, hindi mo pwedeng iasa sa Esmeralda yung pagbuhat talaga. It's gonna be up to Lord Hades. That's their tower taking capabilities. Ito yung pambasag nila ng turret, pampush nila. And if hindi maging successful si Lord Hades, pag na-hunting siya ni Few at ni Carl TZ, baka yun na yun.
Yeah, and 9 minutes in, meron na tayong Lord na nakuha ng Bren Esports and Rebo securing that Holy Crystal as well. This is massive for the Alice. That's more damage coming in from the blood flow. Oh, lahat na.
Lahat na.
Sasakit lahat. And
At
you do not want to be in the receiving end of that Alice, especially if nakadikit sa apat. Pinag-usapan na natin tong pick na to, Rock. Sobrang daming beses na. Alice, one of the stronger picks talaga in the current meta.
Nakakabilib yung ginawa din ni Rebo dito na pag-control dun sa lane. Lagi siyang mag-isa. Lagi siyang 1v2. Lagi siyang dehado sa lane. Pero, nakapag-farm siya maayos.
Oh, I have to agree with you there, Carl. And looking at Rebo right now, napakaganda ng pressure na ginawa niya dun sa top lane. Nakapag-objectives ang Bren Esports ng sobra-sobra in other lanes as well. And this is what you call as lane pressure na nabibigay ni Rebo. Pero mukhang
ayun na.
Ang punta nila dito, babagsak agad si Claude. And this is just so bad for Aura PH. Tignan natin kung may restback pa ba dito. Mukhang babagsak dito ang lapu-lapu. And that's 1-for-1 for now. Pero napatigil nila ang push.
Nice diff from Aura PH. Natigil na ni Lord. Plus, nahuli nila si Few at si Flap. Napakalaking bagay nun. Hindi pwedeng mag-freestyle tong si Carl ngayon. Dahil wala yung kanyang kapatid.
And speaking of freestyle, Bren Esports, di pa pala namamatay si Carl TZ. 7-0-2. Ganon ka-free ang kanyang style dito in Game 1. 9 out of 11 kills yung participation dito ni Carl TZ at 7-0 siya. Ibig sabihin, never pa siyang napatay ng Aura PH in this game. And I feel like this is it. Nakita na natin yung preparation sila kicking in.
That's right. Yan yung kill participation, meaning yung assist mo tsaka yung kills mo. Kasi ibig sabihin, nandun ka sa laban. Yung kung nagtataka kayo kung anong kill participation, yun. So, here we are. Bren Esports, kumakatok na sa gate, pero looks like kinandado pa. Kinandado muna ng Aura.
Aura PH, maganda naman ang kanilang clear speed dito with the Kagura and of course BDQ. Kaso melee, ang problema dito hindi sila pwedeng mapitas. Kailangan nila mag-ingat. Sa pagpasok. JP, Electro, final blow, mapasok. Pero Q, medyo tumatangin na maraming bawas dito. JP, kailangan mo na bumalik and that's the top lane going down. Hindi pumasok si Rebo dito. Alam nila na may mga ibang objectives na pwede pang kunin.
Tama. And konti-unti, ginagawa ng Bren Esports, slowly but surely, papasok tayo sa base. Kunin natin yung buffs lagi. Diba? Gutumin natin yung carry ng Aura sa buffs. And yun yung ginagawa nila paulit-ulit. So far working, diba? Hindi makalabas si Lord Hades. Although ngayon, completed na Golden Staff, Demon Hunter Sword. May konting laban na to pag pumasok siya with the Blazing Duet.
Yeah, I have to agree. Rockhart, this is a 10k gold lead though for Aura PH. Sobrang laki ng gold lead na yan against Bren Esports. And that means, even if may items na napakaganda na dito si Claude, may chance na from Bren Esports.
At yung sabi ko kanina like, mahirap na, una sa lahat, mahirap na talagang habulin si Carl TZ. So, dinagdagan mo pa ng napakasakit ng mga tangke with the Sylvana, with the Popol and Koopa. So, mahirap sumilip. Good luck, and Kiluash, kaya ba niyang pumasok with good Raging Sandstorm? Tignan natin.
Let's see if there's gonna be a steal for the Lord, but this is a 5-man squad from Aura PH coming from the top side. Few already, half an HP, pero na-stun dito sa likod si Kiluash. Rebo in a great position. That's 3 people. Killing spree. Bagsak na agad dito si Grid. And papasok siya sa likod. That's the joint going down from the Alice as well. Pero lipat muna tayo dito kay Very Cutie. Balik pala dito sa base. Lord Hades with the Blazing Duet. Rebo mukhang babagsak, pero the Winter's Truncheon buys him some time. Flicker in pabalik. Pero mukhang wala siyang makukuha doon sa trade na yun. Very Cutie, oras na lang ang binili. And that's just a bad fight for Aura PH. They lost 3 people.
Yes, yung flicker ni Rebo parang style na lang. Parang style po na lang. Parang may nangyaring hindi ka nais-nais. Pero okay lang. They can afford it. And Bren Esports, secure the Lord. 14-7, doble yung kills. Gold lead. 15k na ba to? Halos 15k na.
Yung tipo na tanggalan mo na lang ng 1k gold, meron ka nang pangbili ng Oppo A94 na 13,999 lang. Pero tingnan natin tong base na to. Wala nang top lane, wala nang mid lane at bot lane na lang ang natitirang turret dito for Aura PH. If Bren Esports is able to secure that third turret, ay talagang mahihirapan na mag-def dito ang Aura PH. The Lord is marching down mid lane and this is already a luminous Lord.
Yep, clock is ticking. But again, I wanna see Aura. Gusto kong maging mas proactive sila with picking off the targets. You have to take risk kasi ito na. Ito na ang posibleng huling laban.
Ito na nga ang huling laban dito at we get na bumagsak dito si Rivo. Nakakagulat ang mga events pero may na damage na dito ang Crystal. Sino kaya makakapatay dito ng pangalawa? Hindi nila pinofocus ang base. May minions naman sila. Kilowash, still low HP. Flap TC tumatakas na. Few tumatakas na rin Bren Esports. What happened?
What
They
a
did
defense!
close out the game.
Man, ang ganda ng depensa ng Aura PH dito. And again, greed. Inunahan niya yung pasok ng Bren, parang sinalpok niya yung puwersang ginawa ng Bren kasama pa nitong si JP.
Oh, pero teka lang, papasok dito si JP. Binato pala yun, pero mukhang babagsak na pala ang Popo, Lenkupa, and Aura PH. They're pulling off a miracle right now, but Carl TZ wants to say no. Carl TZ will dash away instead. Bren Esports, I feel like they're feeling a little bit of nervousness right now.
Oo, nakita mo yung ginawang nila, Benny Cutie, hinuhold yung kalaban, plus binagsakan ni Kiluwash.
Kiluwash?
Oy, may konting ano pa.
Anong nangyayari? Nakakakabato!
Oy!
Bakit ba? Win yun, sir! Game 1! Oh my God! Rockhard! Make sure that when they do play around those situations, and potentially go for the reverse sweep. But of course, MPL Philippines Season 7 is under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusement Board. Pasok na tayo dito sa Land of Dawn for Game 2 of Aura PH versus Bren Esports, kung saan lamang na ng isang laro ang Bren Esports.
Yan, early game with the Jawhead. Syempre naman, bakit ka hindi manggugulo kung meron kang ejector sa labanan. So Bren Esports, kuha pa rin nila yung purple buff. Oh, look at this, greed.
Medyo sneaky dito din si
Gulat
JP.
ako dun,
Alam mo yung feeling ko, nag-long cut siya. Hindi siya shortcut eh.
Long
Long cut.
long
Pumunta
cut.
siya doon. Nag-long cut siya, manggugulo dito, nanakot pa with the dash, pero na-stun dito si Greed. Greed might be in trouble. Few. Spiral Strangling might be a kill, pero hindi pala abot dito ang abilities ni Lusty. Kung medyo nakalapit si Lusty doon, feeling ko could have been a kill for Bren Esports, pero hindi pa rin tapos. JP,
Hindi pa tapos.
gustong manggulo, and that's why you want a Joed in your team.
That's right, the Jawhead, magandang early game reset. Pwede kang magulo, pwedeng guluhin yung timing mo sa jungle. Kasi sa jungle, di ba may timing yan?
Oo,
Kung kailan nag-i-spawn yung mga jungle camps, gusto mong patayin para maalaman mo yung timer.
Pero
Dito
wait
naman,
lang, Lord Hades, Flap TZ though, a little bit too tanky with that Esmeralda. Pero ako yung kinakabahan para kay Flap eh.
Oo. Sa totoo lang, Granger is actually medyo mababa. Actually, walang win rate. Diba? Wala pang napapanalong game si Granger. Una siyang ginamit sa Season 7 with Carl TZ. And yun yung sa Game 3 nila. And hindi din nag-succeed. So, Game 2. Diba? So, it was not a fun pick. Let's see if Aura can make it work. Kasi sa ibang region, ginagamit talaga ang Granger na. Diba? May mga lineup na pwede ka mag-Granger. Ang tanong, isa kaya ito sa mga lineup na pwede mong gamitan nun?
Yeah, and apart from the lineup, I feel like it's also based on the power spike of the said lineup. Kung sabay-sabay bang lalabas ang power spike, kung kaya nyo bang patulan on certain occasions. And speaking of certain occasions, this just might be it. First turtle of the game, co-contest dito, both teams, Aura PH in a good position to take it down. But Kilowash here, hindi papasok ang Alice and Rebo is still fairly healthy. Pero babagsak na with a searing torrent. Beautiful play coming in from the Valir. At tuloy-tuloy lang dito, babagsak na ang Sylvana after the Tamus getting it. At pero ang Esmeralda may resback pala, 4v1 dito, and that's the Esmeralda going down. Aura PH, beautiful play. The turtle plus 3 kills.
Yep. May mini audition na naganap. And I have to say na hindi maganda yung layering na ginawa ng pagpasok ng Bren Esports doon sa laban na yun. And dahil doon, again, 3-1 agad and nakuha na agad ang advantage. Raptors na agad yung Granger.
Yeah, pero falling star moon dito from Flap TZ. Pero hindi naman pala masyado masasaktan dito si Lord Hades. Pero going back to your point, Rock, that was a little bit too aggressive coming in from Bren. Hindi nila naasikaso kung paano mga pasok nila. As you said, holy baptism though. in. Si JP, walang takas-takas with Imperial Justice, and that's 1 kill going to Bren
There you
Esports.
go, nabawi naman nila. And if you're Aura, huwag kang gagawa ng mga ganung pagkakamali. Kasi konting opening lang ibigay mo sa Bren Esports. Alam mong papasok at papasok yan.
Yeah,
So, gotta be careful.
and speaking of being careful, Bren Esports, I feel like they're more careful now even if they won Game 1. And I gotta hand it to them. Aura PH, they seem not bothered at all from that loss in Game 1.
Actually, mas mukha nga silang gigil ngayon, di ba? Yung
Oo.
Aura talagang umaapoy ngayon in this game. And they have the heroes. Meron silang lineup para gawin to. Again, Granger on with Rhapsody. Masakit na marksman kahit na early game. Gamit na gamit in this matchup.
Yeah, pero tignan natin dito, feed a little bit slowed down coming in from Lusty, pero saktong bato lang pala yun. JP
Nice save.
with a good save, pero na-burn ang Vengeance Flame. Phew! Hindi tatama ang Cometic Lance. That could have been a kill if tumama yung stun na yun.
Again, also, you have to be aware, yung timing ng Imperial Justice isn't active right now. Check nila ngayon Turtle, it's gonna be a big one dito.
Yeah, Turtle already half HP, pero that's the ejector being burned already, pero masisecure ng Aura
Boom!
ang Turtle at may double kill pa para kay Granger. Nagkakaubusan na ang members ng Bren Esports dito. Flap TZ medyo makunat, pero hapatulan, ipapato pabalik. That's the tower time. Flap TZ still alive, but that's the Turtle. Plus 3 kills once again for Aura PH.
Beautiful placement nung Rhapsody at lang Death Sonata nitong si Lord Hades. From downtown, nakatakas na eh. Nahabol pa nung bala. And again, that's why you pick the Granger. And nakuha niya yung early game timing na gusto niya. Mahirap nang pigilan to.
Yeah, and for Aura PH, this is the game that they want out of this Granger. As you said, there's a 2v1 na medyo brief na dito. Grabe yung damage na nagkakala ito kay Granger. One shot na lang. Flap TZ gone! Underneath the turret, you did not respect Aura PH and you paid the price for it.
Again, Rhapsody lang, sapat na. Ganong kasakit yung Granger na to. Lalo ngayon with the early Raptors Machete. Kasi tagos-tagos yung physical damage penetration ngayon ng Granger na to. So, aside from that, also maganda yung ginagawang pag-ikot nila Kiluash at the Greed. Right on time, hindi sila full commit. Saktong dalaw lang.
Saktong dalaw lang at kung anong kailangan, ayun lang ang ginagawa. Nakita natin doon, inuna nila yung Torre before they went down to burst the Esmeralda. Gulat na gulat ang papa mo Flap TZ doon. The damage was just too unreal. As you said, Rhapsody pa lang, sapat na. At mukhang magkakaroon ng labanan dito in the mid lane. Siring Torrent, hindi tatama, pero may flicker in si JP, hindi tumama ang inject.
Naku po.
Sayang! Pero mukhang wala munang kill na mapupunta, pero hindi pala. Nag-aabang ang Tamos. That's the mega kill for Lord Hades and Aura PH, dominating the early game.
Surprise mula sa aking kambal. Shoutout kay Kiluash. Ayan. Very beautifully done. You don't see a Tams do that. Hindi ginagawa ng Tams yun.
Assassin Tams.
Assassin Tams. Men, kulang na lang, Lothar. Pero legit, iba talaga ang Aura PH. So Bren Esports right now will have to come back from this very hard.
And speaking of coming back, Rebo tried to get that solo kill pero medyo tinangki niya yung Order of Brilliance dito. Galing sa Lunox. Hindi niya nirespeto yung damage. Bren Esports, I feel like it's already time to respect Aura PH.
It is, tama na.
21-16 na, tol. Medyo kailangan na natin mag-scale up. You need to take note of this Granger dahil talagang napakasakit na ng damage nito at hindi lang yon. Halos lahat ng members ng Aura PH ngayon sabay-sabay nag-power spike.
Oo, lumalaki na yung lamang. Huwag nating paabutin sa A94 difference.
Oo, sa A9.
A94 difference na yan. 13,999.
Yan ang magic number
yan ang magic
natin.
number. Pag lumamang ka ng Aura A94 difference,
Alam mo na.
Oo.
Oppo. It's the
Ilista mo na.
Oppo difference. Ibig sabihin lang nun nadala ng Oppo ang laro. Pero mukhang babalik na nga tayo dito sa Land of Dawn kung saan 10-2 ang kill score natin dito. Hindi ako nabulol. 10-2 talaga.
10-2.
8 kills ang lamang ng Aura PH sa Bren Esports. 7 minutes. Mag-8 minutes inside this game.
gigil. Ito yung gigil na Aura. Pag binigyan mo silang lineup na kayang gumalaw sa early game, gagalaw at gagalaw sila ng maganda. And kita natin to right now.
Oh,
JP, great ejector.
Yeah, Flicker, Searing Torrent, won't save it, pero mapapatay dito si Rafaela. Carl TC might be next. That's the Brody dealing so much damage, pero kung damage ang usapan, nandito ang ating mo, Lord Hades with a double kill. Dagdaga mo pa, might be another kill. JP though, low HP. Hindi papasok dito si Ribo, pero may papasok sa likod na Lunox going in with the Chaos Ultimate. Grabe ang damage dito tong Ribo. Kaya mo bang mang 4v1?
Nakita natin to eh. Na-review, napanood natin to eh. There you go with the dive in. Except this time around, wala palang backup. So, it was difficult for Ribo to stay alive. At ngayon, ito na. Yung scaling na sinabi ko for that Granger, halatang halata na ngayon. Ilang minutes yung Raptors machete niya? Mga 3 minutes? 4
Masyadong
minutes?
maaga.
Masyadong maaga talaga. And yung penetration na galing sa item na yon, scales over to tower damage, masakit yung normal attacks mo. Skill damage, masakit yung mga Rhapsody and Death Sonata mo. And critical hits from the passive, masakit talaga. So, from here, may konting cap. Kumbaga, may konting cap yung itemization ng Granger. Kailangan mahanap ng Bren Esports yung abilidad para mapigilan o mapabagal itong larong to. Kasi pag kagat sila ng kagat sa laban na gusto ng Aura, dun sila malugi.
Yeah, and they are playing to the tempo of Aura PH right now. And speaking of tempo, dito natin makikita ang sakit ng Rhapsody ng Granger natin. We talked about the Granger danger, and this is it. The damage is real coming in from the Granger, and Lord Hades seems to be in a different form from himself from GAME1. Medyo malayo, ang laki ng gap.
And again, maybe it's because of the heroes talaga, no?
Oo.
Yung ibibigay mo sa kanilang heroes is yung mag-utilize sa prowess talaga, sa skill cap na meron itong si Lord Hades. Hindi natin nakita no Game 1, pero right now on Game 2, damang-dama mo, and the rest of the team can actually keep up. JP, ang galing din talaga niya mag-support at this point. Unbelievable din yung control na pinapakita ni Greed. So the rest of Aura is just holding, is just steady. Hindi sila masyado maasim, they're not overcommitting, and they're choosing their fights carefully. Yun ang tama nilang gawin.
Yeah, and I have to agree, yung positioning din nila ay napakaganda. Let's look at the KDAs of Aura PH right now. 705 for Lord Hades, wala ring deaths kay Benny Cutie. And for JP and the gang, tig-iisang deaths lang. Ibig sabihin, well spread out din. Kumbaga napipitas lang dahil sa trade kill, pero hindi namamatay ng walang rason. This is very important to take note dahil kung mamamatay ka man din lang sa laro, make sure may pinaglaban ka. Make sure may rason.
Actually, I think yung balance is nahuli din ni Kiluash eh. I think yung off-lane na ginawa ni Kiluash, yung side lanes, napakahirap ding tapatan, which is the reason why sobrang free roam siya. Kahit saan siya pupunta ngayon, wala siyang katapat. Halos, kung papansin mo si Kiluash ngayon sa mapa. And the rest of the team push lang sa kabilang dulo.
Yeah, and speaking of pushing though, 3 lanes are getting pushed by Aura PH here. Top lane is already getting pushed quite heavily. There are 4 people in the mid lane, and the Lord, saktong trabaho lang dito sa bottom lane natin, and that's already 1/3 destroyed. Tuloy-tuloy na to. This is the classic 3-lane push from Aura PH. Flap TZ to, dumudugo bigla, and forces out the Inspire to just run away back to the turret.
Yup, and again, the Lord is going on the turret. Hindi na nilang pipigilan. Turret will go down. Top lane, busy din si Kiluash mag-isa. Almost takes down the inhibitor turret doon sa taas.
Yeah, and this is a very busy map for Bren Esports. Kailangan nilang makalculate kung saan ba dapat mag-i-invest ng mga members. That's a mega kill for the Lunox. Napakagandang eject na nanggaling dito kay JP. At mukhang Tori muna ang uunahin nila dito. Another flicker in. The damage is just too real. Lusty is next. Order of Brilliance from Benny Cutie. He just goes insane and looks like the base is next. But Rebo wants to stop it. Rebo will not stop it. That's Game 2 going to Aura PH.
We have a Game 3.
1 point lang talaga ang makukuha nila because panalo ka series ang 2-1, that's 2 points. Pero bago natin discuss ang mga numero na yan, I will just remind you guys that MPL Philippines Season 7 is under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusement Board. Welcome to Game 3 between Bren Esports and Aura PH. This is do or die already. Rock hard. Magiging agresibo kaya sila dito.
Yeah, kita mo naman eh. And I think naghahanda na ang Aura PH. They're holding back. Medyo hindi sila sasabay dun sa early game ng aggression na ginagawa ng Bren Esports just because alam nila, predicted na nila yun ang gagawin.
Yeah, and speaking of predictions, I feel like predictions is also based on past actions. Kumbaga, inaral na nila. Ito yung tipo na pag sa anime, yung ilang beses ka nang nabibiktima, finally, nakita mo na yung pattern. Let's see if it's enough for them to at least score an early game lead. But for Aura PH, I feel like they're fairly safely farming around the area. Wala pang pumapatol masyado.
Parang yung pagpita ka, no, sa anime, no? Bugbog sarado yung mukha mo. Tapos biglang sasaluhin mo yung sapak ng kalaban.
Ipo mo ko nochi.
Oo, yun na-imagine ko eh. Parang ganun eh. Sasaluhin mo lang biglang gulat siya. Bakit? Paano mo salo?
Paano mo na salo?
Oo, mga ganun. So,
Tapos yung tipo na duguan ka na pero biglang may bawi ka pa pala. And yun yung mga specialty ng isa sa mga hero natin dito, no? Yung Pakito. Yung akala mo mamamatay na, biglang magda-dash in, dash out, binalik, ejector, nasa first blood pero may flicker pa pala. Boy na buhay, hindi na pala, that's few. First blood going to the Granger. Super aggressive coming in from Aura PH.
out of nowhere, ayun yung pangbiglaan eh. Yun yung,
Biglaan.
hindi mo expect na tatlo pala yung tao sa bush na yun. And then, suddenly, ejector, lumilipad ka na sa ere.
And pag nasa ere ka na, minsan mapapaisip ka na lang saan ako nagkamali. Pero wala ka ng oras para gawin yun dahil pagbagsak mo, flicker na lang ang magagawa. Phantom execution in the mid lane. Pero mukhang hindi pa pala. Greed, 50 HP, hindi mapapatay ng aso. Bumalik ka muna dito. And Greed will be recalling safely.
Actually, hindi naman yung kill yung habol nila doon. Yung habol nila is to control the turtle. Bonus na lang kung makapatay, pero if they get the early game turtle, malaking bagay to para sa Bren Esports.
Yeah, and looks like the turtle will be uncontested as Bren Esports masesecure nila ang first turtle of the game. Mapupunta pa sa Lancelot. Alam natin, Lancelot na may turtle. Napakainit nito pagdating ng mid-game.
Yan, not to mention pag na-double buff pa yan. So, ingat-ingat muna. Aura PH, they are having a fun time.
Yeah.
Reset!
Reset mo lang, bato mo na
Reset
lang.
mo lang. Okay, okay lang.
Pero
Huwag
yun
lang
nga.
makuha.
Ayun, tapos that was nice. That's 2 bullets down. Pero mukhang survive muna dito si Ribo. Saktong laban lang. In Korea, they say fighting. And Ribo is indeed fighting.
Tama. And again, maganda ding hero na ilbigay itong Lunox kay Ribo kasi meron siyang tool para makadodge. Sabi mo nga din kanina during the draft, may tools din siya para lumaban kung may opening, di ba? So it's good to have Lunox on Ribo, absolutely.
Yeah, and they serve the same purpose. Kumbaga, absorbing pressure, surviving the lane. JP, sinong ibabato mo? Few, maganda ang pwesto dito. JP, medyo yung smart missiles, binabato lang sa aso and he is just getting mentally damaged in that fight. Talagang magugul ka, bakit hindi ito matama yung missile sa kanya? But that's the Popo and Koopa for you. Greed, balik dito, pero off-cam kill on the Jono. Phantom execution, the perfect tusok-tusok to your fishball. And that's a kill for the Lancelot in the mid lane.
At yan din ang dahilan kung bakit may nakaabang na skin para dito. Carl Peasy on that hero. Ever since naging binigyan siya ng assassin role, he was able to use this properly, and the Lancelot, world class so far.
Yeah, world-class Lancelot in the hands of Bren Esports with their backs against the wall. Kilowash going in for the fight, but that's the way of the Dragon, securing 1 kill on Carl Peasy, and Dusty looks to be next. 4 people. Makakatakas kaya dito ang Pakito with a 4v1, pero wala nang chance pa. Kagura with the kill.
Wala nga namang malakas sa apat. Kahit sabihin mong world-class heroes yung gamit nila, walang malakas sa apat. Tandaan yan. So, Turtle, this time might be a bit of an opening para sa Aura. Bibigyan pa siya. Flap TZ, galit na galit. Pumasok.
Flap TZ though, going in the backside. Mapapaalis nila ang Aura PH. That's the ejector and the dash out coming in from Kilowash. And this just might be Bren Esports securing a better position around the turtle. Sa kanila pa napunta ang second turtle of the game. Pero tingnan natin, maaagaw kaya dito plane shot, medyo bitin. That's the turtle secured once again for Bren Esports. Carl TZ bumabawi.
Sana may replay actually yung pasok ni Flap dun. Nagulat din ako eh. Nung pumasok siya sa apat eh. Kakasabi ko lang, walang malakas sa apat. Pero sabi niya,
subukan na natin, baka meron.
Baka TZ Brothers to.
Baka TZ Brothers to in the mid.
Pero feeling ko talaga eh, that should not have happened. Dapat hindi napunta yung turtle sa Bren. Pero ginulat sila ni Flap, kaya nagmukhang madami yung Bren. dun sa laban na yun.
And mukhang madami din na tao dito sa top side. JP flicker out to safety at mukhang si Lusty na ang magiging biktima dito. Yin yang overturn hindi tatama pero nahila pala si Lusty. Pabalik ejector, pabalik sa torre. Pero the knock-up, Popoling Koopa goes down. An order of brilliance in the backside to maintain safety. Kilowash, let's see kung anong gagawin niya dito. That's 1 kill on the Paquito. Make that a double kill. Kilowash with a 1-2 punch. Gets a double kill and Slap TZ is still alive. Bumabawi sila dito. Tingnan natin kung papasok. On the backside though, Benecuti nag-aabang. Carl TZ may shield ng turtle. Re-respetuhin niya. And Aura PH ultimately hindi pa tapos. Way of the Dragon. Perfect knockback to the team. And that's a kill for the Granger. Carl TZ will go in to try and kill JP. But that's a little bit too late to escape. 3 dashes. That's the world-class Lancelot for you. But Greed, he wants more, but he won't get that more.
There you go. Kitang-kita naman yung kakasabi lang natin. Pag nag-Rhapsody ka, tas alam ng target mo kung saan siya sa sidestep, yun na yun.
Yeah, and yun na nga yun. Killing spree for Carl TZ. Akala natin tapos na, pero hindi pa pala. Yun ang specialty ng Bren Esports ngayon. But this replay is brought to you by Oppo A94. Experience gaming at full speed with Oppo A94. 3099 lang. Anong nangyari dito?
It was actually supposed to be a good fight for Aura, pero nagkaroon ng kulang na execution. They could have gone more. Pero at the same time, nagkamali din yung Bren sa mga gusto nilang mangyari. Nagdikit si Rebo and si Lusty, which resulted in double kill. That na binigay nila free kay Kiluwash. After that, hindi na pwedeng mag-asim yung Easy Brothers na paback sila.
Yeah, and speaking of asim-asim, may kakilagan dito para sa Yuzhong at hindi pa nga tapos nagtatago dito sa loob ng bush. Si Lusty, tutulakin palayo si Kilowash with a sapak. Pero ang sipa ang tatapos sa Kagura. Wala na palang dashback doon. And that's just a 1-for-1 for now. Phantom execution, parang may mata sa loob ng grass. Sinong magugulat doon? Pero nagulat siya sa ejector. Oh my God, the aggression just bit him in the back.
Akalain mo na baliktad pa nila yun.
Oo.
Diba, supposedly ang ganda ng pasok ni Carl TZ, pero once again, JP very decisive dun sa kanyang mga ejector na bigyan ng magandang opening ang Aura PH.
Yeah, and nakakagulat ang pasok doon ni Carl TZ. Parang alam niya kung nasaan nakatayo. Saktong-sakto. Kadulu-duluhan ng Phantom Execution. Almost. Kaso, na-timingan nito ni JP and nabaliktad pa nga sa ilalim ng Torre. So, I think that's a lesson for Carl TZ for now. Kung susugod siya, sana hintayin niya muna yung mga kakampi niya dahil medyo malayo. After yung Phantom Execution, nagkaroon ng malaking distance.
Yeah, nagkakaroon ng solo carry tendencies talaga itong si Carl TZ, especially when you give opportunities like that. Especially pag farmed ka. Pero right now, it's a big fight dito sa Turtle area.
Black Dragon form on the backside. Sino makakapag-secure ng Turtle dito? Babagsak agad si Carl TZ. No more retribution for Bren Esports and the Turtle will be secured by the Kagura instead. 6-11 kill score natin dito. Papasok dito si Lunox. Pero binato pala yun. Few, goodbye muna sa'yo. Yuzhong naman ang sunod. Few still going on a rampage but Greed is still alive. That's 2 people down. 4-1 from Aura PH but Few is still going at it. 2v1 Rhapsody. Last bullet won't land but the reload is enough. That's another kill going to the Granger and Aura PH. They're establishing control in the mid-game.
Sinalo na ng asot lahat yung projectile. Hindi pa rin siya naligtas. Ganun na din kahapde ang combo nitong si Lord Hades at nitong si Greed.
Yeah, and I feel like Carl TZ, kanina pa siya nagkakamali sa mga pagpasok niya. Feeling ko yung lamang na nakuha niya nung early game, medyo nabulag siya ngayong mid-game. Hindi niya masyadong nirespeto ang Aura PH and now that he died twice, ito yan consecutive na matay siya ng 2 times in a fight. Ibig sabihin nun, medyo natatimingan na siya ng Aura PH. Ito na yung pinag-usapan natin kanina, Rock. Yung tipo na sasapakin yung bida tapos masasalo, mapapanani yung nani moment para kay Carl.
Yun nga yun and literally imagine mo yun. And here we go, another big fight. Carl TZ knocked out once again. Slap TZ way too late to the party. Sinalo ang lahat ng skills ni Greed at ni Lord Hades. What a combination!
And Benecuti all this time was just pushing in the top side. Few about to respond in the 2v1 but this is a show. This is just show things. Yung tipo na makakapag-split push tapos pagpapunta ka na saktong Jeet Kundo Shunpo lang palayo, hindi mo mahahabol.
Hindi ako sanay na makitang naging reaction na rin yung Bren Esports right now. Pero that's all you have to do. You have no choice at this point but to react and try to hold your base together habang nag-farm pa yung Carl TZ at Flap TZ combination.
Yeah, and looking at Bren Esports right now, they are 5k behind of Aura PH, and this is a Carl TZ playing his Lancelot, so this is quite the surprise for everyone in this game right now. But this just goes to show that Aura PH is very prepared for this matchup, and you gotta give it to them. They're gonna start the North. Let's see if there will be a miracle comeback galing dito sa Bren Esports, dahil may chance naman na maagaw nila to.
Yeah, may opening sila, plus they have the crowd control from the Popol and Kupao. They can actually opt to go in and try to burst down JP if they want to, pero decisions have been made. Dinecide ng Bren Esports na wag nang i-contest itong Turtle kasi nag-push daw yung top lane eh. So kailangan talaga nilang i-hold muna kung ano yung meron sila. They don't want to risk it. Respectable decision for Bren Esports, pero Aura PH right now really on fire.
Yeah, Aura fire indeed for Game 3. They
nga.
want to take this match away from Bren Esports, and for Bren Esports, they're facing a 0-3
Mahirap yun,
start
oh.
for regular season of MPL Season 7. They don't want that to happen, but this looks to be an inevitable end for them if they don't defend against Aura PH's next push. Because if you look at the turrets for Aura PH, medyo madami pa talaga. The map control from Aura PH is way superior than Lusty. This is very dangerous for him.
Lasty. Medyo dangerous yan pag na-ejector ka talaga. Wala na. There's too many Aura PH members dito. Kaya, eto na ba yun?
Oh no, Carl TZ uses his ultimate for a defensive maneuver instead. No more Phantom Execution for Carl TZ as the mid lane looks to be the next objective to take. Papasok dito si Flap TZ pero mukhang cancel muna dahil ang Lord nandito sa top side. 5 people from Aura PH going in mid. They want to take this base. They want to take this series. Can Bren Esports defend?
And again, this might be it. One more fight.
Oh no, Flap TZ! Flap TZ going in on 5, and Phantom Execution hits none. That's Joe taking down the Lapu-Lapu, but going back to the base though. They're still alive. Double kill for the Joe. This just might be it. The next base. This is Aura PH with a 2-1 win.
What an impressive